Hello, today I will be showing on how to make a mostachon from scratch. We want to start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. We want to prep our ingredients before we actually start mixing. Here we have 5 egg whites, a cup of chopped pecans, 2 sleeves of crushed Ritz crackers, a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Alright, so first we want to start by turning on our mixer and slowly adding the egg whites into while it's spinning. While the mixer is mixing the egg whites, you want to put the speed up to 3 to 4 on the side while it goes faster. And as it gets faster, go ahead and add in the white sugar. Keep mixing at high speed the sugar and the egg whites until this frothy texture is formed called a meringue. The meringue will then look very pasty white as shown, and you'd want to add in your baking powder and vanilla extract. Once you add in your both ingredients, you want to continue mixing until the meringue gets really thick and be able to hold still. This is the final texture of what the meringue should look like, with stiff peaks being formed and not liquid. Once the meringue is done, you could start by adding in the rest of the base ingredients, the 2 packets of Ritz crackers and the chopped pecans. You want to make sure to fold the meringue as to scrape the sides and fold from bottom to top. This is to ensure there's no over mixing, because you already mixed the eggs pretty well and you don't want the meringue not to rise. Once it has that consistency of everything's well mixed in, you want to stop mixing and just pour into any type of pan and spread it evenly. Make sure this pan is lined with parchment paper or butter. It really doesn't matter because it really doesn't stick to the pan that much. And then you want to go ahead and put it into the oven for 30 minutes. Next, we could focus on making the frosting, and these are the ingredients you will need, and make sure everything is at room temp. You want to have your stand mixer set up and both your cream cheese and butter at room temperature, and you could go ahead and start putting them inside of your stand mixer. Next, you want to start mixing it on 2 to 4 speed. Now that the butter and the cream cheese are fully mixed, you could put your speed up a couple to get it nice and fluffy. Once the butter and cream cheese are fully mixed, you could add a couple of drops of your food dye after turning off your mixer. Watch it slowly mix in. The food coloring may take a while to fully incorporate and may get stuck to the sides of the bowl. To ensure that it gets well mixed, you could scrape the bowl's sides and continue mixing it. That way the color could fully be pink. Next, the powdered sugar. And mix on low. Once the frosting looks well mixed in, you can turn off your mixer. Next, you want to start by chopping up some strawberries so you could top the mostachon. Okay, now we could go ahead and start decorating our mostachon by grabbing some of our frosting. The process of topping the Mostachon cake is really simple. It's just adding the frosting that was just made onto the cake and spreading it evenly. There was some parts that were fully not mixed, but that's okay because it's just cream cheese, butter, and powdered sugar, and then you can start by topping with any fruit of choice. I chose strawberries because my brother loves strawberries. There are many different ways you can make the mostachon. Like you could substitute the egg whites for chickpea water, that way to make it vegan, and it's the same process while using it, along with using just vegan cream cheese or vegan butter if you want to make it vegan, of course. But yeah, it's a really simple dish to make and I love it. Thank you for watching my video.